quarter-final stage of the tournament in particular. Today, coming to you, it's the match preview between Venezuela and Argentina. Everything you need to know, a big game. There's so much at stake. Can Argentina find their way past Venezuela? It will not be easy, I'll tell you that now. It's all coming up. Let's get right into it. Because on Friday evening, Argentina's Copa America path continues. Venezuela stand in their way, and the game here will be coming to us live from Estadio de Maracanã. Such an exciting stadium, such a cathedral there of football. The place, of course, where Lionel Messi will return for the first time since the World Cup final, when Argentina on that day agonisingly lost out to Germany in extra time. And it's been 5 long, heartbreaking years for Argentina since that lost final. They were so close. They could almost reach out and touch the World Cup trophy. Messi was inches away. But here and now, the task remains the same. It's a very different Argentina team, but the vision is still there. Lionel Messi wants an international honour with his beloved Argentina, and he is going to stop at nothing to achieve that. Here, in his way, stand Venezuela, and just like in 2014 and all of the tournaments since, Argentina here are looking to upset the odds, because in this tournament at Copa America 2019 they are not favourites. No chance at all are Argentina favourites for this tournament. They have to upset the odds, and time again at big international tournaments you see the favourites fall. Not every time do the favourites win. The door could open up for Argentina if they put themselves in the mix, if they put themselves there in a position to go there and win this trophy. But to do that, they have to see off Venezuela here. They have to get past the quarterfinal stage, and that in itself is not going to be easy. Venezuela are a very good side. They're not going to be easy opponents. Argentina here need to have all of their focus, all of their mind set on this task. Get past Venezuela. They have to win this game. And to be honest, you only need to go back to March of this year to see a crystal clear example as to why Venezuela here are not going to be easy opponents for Argentina, because they played in a friendly match there at the end of March in 2019 at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium. Yes, it was only a friendly, but on that day, Venezuela didn't just win, they wiped the floor with Argentina. It wasn't just a victory, it was really comfortable, 3-1, and Argentina cannot afford a repeat of that kind of game. And certainly here, Venezuela are not to be underrated. They can fully upset the odds at this summer's tournament in particular. All you've got to go and do is ask Brazil, because in the group stage they simply couldn't find a way past the very strong defensive structure there of Venezuela, who held them to a 0-0 draw in the group stage, which invited jeers there from the home fans directed the way of Brazil on the night. And that's certainly what Venezuela will look to do against Argentina. They are going to sit deep, they are going to be very solid, they're going to try and be organised, and ultimately they're going to try and hit Argentina on the break, because they do have some very good attacking players. Having said that though, Venezuela did only score in 1 out of their 3 group games. 2 of their group games there were goalless draws, but in the final game there against Bolivia, they really did perform when they needed to, scoring 3 goals in their favour. And I do believe here Venezuela have a good solid back four, they've got a structured midfield, they've got some very good attacking players, and Argentina, to win this game, to progress in this tournament, they simply have to step it up. Because there's 2 parts of me here when I watch Argentina. The first part of me when I watch them is sort of the feeling that they're never ever going to win a tournament like this. They're never going to get far enough to actually reach out there and touch this trophy and get it done, because they're simply not a good enough team and they don't play well enough as a team. But the other part of me sort of says this: yes, they haven't been good so far, they've been anything but convincing, but at the end of the day, international tournaments, it's not like club football. At club football level, you can sort of see at the start of the tournament who's going to be there or thereabouts come the end of it, given the form, given the quality of the teams. But at international level, literally anything can happen. Argentina haven't started well, they haven't convinced, but at the same time, against Colombia, they showed a few promising signs. Against Paraguay, they sort of stuttered over the line. Against Qatar, they were much better, they created more chances, they scored goals, they won the game. Could they now, in the knockout stages, bring out a new side of them? Could they come together more as a team, as they become more understanding of each other. They become more used to playing with each other. Could Argentina here, as the tournament goes on, providing they stay in it, providing they keep getting the right results, keep going further here, improving on improving on improving. They could do that. They could, as the tournament goes on, grow and improve. But no doubt about it, they have to arrive here in this game and produce the best game we've seen from Argentina right throughout this tournament. If they don't do that, they won't beat Venezuela. They simply here have to arrive, and they have to arrive as a team. Because this here was how Argentina lined up against Qatar there in that final group match when they had to win. And I'm not really sure we're going to see exactly the same approach from Scaloni going into this game, simply because you've got to take into account Argentina against Qatar, they had to win. So I think Scaloni there went attacking. He played the two men up top in Martinez and also Aguero, Messi in behind, and the midfield here wasn't really all that structured. But Argentina did create more chances. So what I think you have to do here is keep the sort of the same structure up front. I would go with three forwards, whether it's Martinez and Aguero and Messi. Maybe even there's a way there to add Dybala into the mix. But whatever happens, I would keep that attacking threat. Argentina have good attacking players. So if you have good attacking players, if you do have quality in that final third, what do? Put them out on the field. If you do have that quality, put it out there. Get in Venezuela's face. Create chances. Create opportunities. Score goals. That's certainly what Argentina can do. Because if you look at the back four there, Tagliafico is a good player. Otamendi hasn't been convincing. Foyt played against Qatar, didn't exactly look like an experienced player, because of course he isn't, but at the same time he should be allowed there the time to grow, and Sarabia hasn't been convincing right the way through this tournament. So Argentina, defensively there, I would say are pretty shaky. Defensively, they're not really a team that you want to rely on, that you want to depend on. So what do? You put the emphasis on the attacking side of the field. So what you want to do here is get the players onto the field who can do good things going forward. If you're not good at the back, if you're not strong defensively, at least put that emphasis on going forward. That's why De Paul has to be in the team. He's somebody there right throughout the tournament who's really, really impressed me. I don't think we've seen the best, nowhere near, to be honest, of Lo Celso so far, and I'm not actually sure that he's going to play in this game against Venezuela. And I'm also really happy here with Paredes. I think he's been very, very good at the base of that midfield. He's at PSG. There's rumours there that he could leave this summer, but I think certainly for Argentina in this tournament, him, De Paul in that midfield, those two players have been good for Argentina and should remain in the team. Maybe in this game we are going to see somebody like Acuna, maybe on the left-hand side, swap the ball to the left. Maybe you could have two players there who can certainly get around the field, a lot of energy, a lot of desire there, up and down. They can also work defensively if they need to. You are taking there more control away from Argentina, but at the same time, if you have a presence, if you have here these three forwards, if you have a trio of players there who can cause problems, at least give Messi the opportunity that when he's on the ball, he has runners. Don't just stand there and watch him. Don't just wait for him to do something. Give him the option of a pass. Go out wide, go down the middle, get in the area. At least have players there who can get into good positions to actually pick the ball up when Messi is in possession. That's what you have to do if you're Argentina. In this kind of game, in a quarter-final match, put all your eggs in that attacking basket. You're at a major tournament. You've got a chance here to get to the semi-final. Go for it. It's all out. Lay your cards on the table. And actually here, just be brave. Scaloni has to stick here with an attacking team with good intent who can go out just like they did against Qatar and create genuine goal-scoring chances. Because defensively, as we've seen, Venezuela are a good team. You are going to need to produce quality to break them down, and to do that, you've got to have your good attacking players out on the field. So certainly tomorrow, from Argentina, what I hope to see is a brave selection from Lionel Scaloni. I'm quite happy here that the lineup hasn't exactly been fully leaked prior to the game. That's a good sign, at least. Maybe tomorrow against Venezuela, they can surprise them with their team selection. There has even been rumours that Foyt has been training as a right-back going into this game. That could be interesting, certainly from a defensive point of view. But I think here, Argentina, they've got to grab this opportunity. Not often here are Argentina in a major tournament in the knockout stages with a chance to get to the semi-finals. Yes, if they get there, they're probably going to play Brazil. But at the end of the day, cross that bridge when you get to it. Only think about the semi-finals. Only think about the possibility of playing Brazil when you're there. Argentina right now are not there. They've got to win this game, beat Venezuela, then you can think about the semi-finals. But the most important thing, get there. At least say there, you can get to the semi-finals. At least do that. At least here, give Messi the opportunity in a game like that to really light up this stadium. And here, at Estadio de Maracanã, I believe Argentina are going to come out on the winning team. I'm going to go Argentina 2, Venezuela 1, a tight game, a difficult match, certainly not an easy one, but once again, with the powers of Messi, I believe here he's going to come good. Didn't have his best game against Qatar. I think here Messi might come alive here on the massive occasion at Maracanã. It would be magical once again, and I, for one,